English Leap Podcast.
From Speak English with Class.
Hey there. Welcome back to the English Frequency.
Your cozy place to learn easy English and improve your life at the same time. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. We're so happy you're here with us again. And listen, maybe you're feeling super motivated today. Or maybe you're lying on your bed right now, looking at your to-do list like it's a horror movie.
Yeah, your to-do list is staring at you like, I'm waiting.
And you're staring back like, not today.
But if you're here right now, you already did something strong. You showed up, and that is not small.
So true, because success is not one big heroic moment, it's the small moments. When you're tired, when you feel overwhelmed, when you want to quit, and you still take one step.
And we want to give you that kind of strength today. The quiet strength, the kind that changes your life.
So today's topic is build a strong mindset for success. And yes, this is for any goal. Learning English, losing weight, learning a new skill, saving money, building confidence, anything.
Because mindset is the way you think and the way you talk to yourself. And that inner voice can either build you or break you.
Like yesterday, I made one small mistake and my brain said, "Wow, you're terrible."
Your brain is dramatic, Jake.
It really is. But then I stopped and I asked, okay, what's the next small step? And suddenly I felt calmer.
That's a strong mindset, not I'm perfect, but I can bounce back.
Right. This is a setback, not the end.
And I don't need perfect, I need progress.
So if you've been feeling stuck, if you hit a wall, if you feel like you keep starting and stopping, today we're going to help you get back on track, step by step.
We're sharing 8 simple tools that help you stay resilient under pressure, stay focused, and keep going even when motivation disappears.
Because motivation is like a guest. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't.
But discipline lives with you.
Before we go deeper, we want to ask you for one tiny favor. If you enjoy learning with us, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. It really helps more learners find the English Leap podcast.
And write one comment for us. Just one simple sentence. I'm your name from your country, and my goal right now is...
We read your comments, we really do. And when you write, your English brain is working, choosing words, building sentences. That's real practice.
Okay, quick level note before we begin.
By the way, today's episode is a B1 level episode.
So, the English is clear and simple, but still interesting and deep. And if you're a strong beginner, stay with us. Take it one step at a time.
And because we love vocabulary, we will highlight useful words and phrases during the episode.
And at the end, we'll do a calm little word tour. We'll slow down, breathe, and review the key words with simple examples so they stay in your English.
All right, deep breath, shoulders down.
And if your mind feels heavy today, you're safe here. We'll take this slowly.
Start small, but start now.
Okay, let's get started.
So let's be honest. Life does not care about your perfect plan.
Yes, you wake up like, today I will study English for 1 hour.
And life says, interesting, here are 10 new problems.
Messages, kids, work, noise, everything.
And that's why mentally strong people do one simple thing. They expect problems. They are not surprised when something goes wrong.
And that's what expect really is. It's like telling yourself, yeah, this might happen. So when it does, you don't freak out. You just deal with it.
We call these problems setbacks. A setback is like a small push backwards, not a total disaster, just a bump.
Yes, it's like walking and your foot slides a bit. For a second, you feel weird, but you don't stay there. You catch your balance, maybe smile, and keep walking.
Imagine someone falling and saying, "That's it, I will never walk again."
That would be crazy, right?
But we do this with English all the time. We have one bad conversation and we think, "My English is terrible. I should stop."
I did that too. One time I was in a cafe and I wanted to say, "Can I have it without sugar?" My brain just froze, empty. So I said, "No sweet, please?"
And that's still communication.
Totally. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. That mistake moment was not proof that I'm bad. It was just a setback.
Yeah, think of your English like a workout. When the weight feels heavy, it doesn't mean you are weak forever. It means your muscles are working right now.
And speaking English is the same. When your brain feels slow, when you search for words, when you feel awkward, that's your mind doing push-ups.
And every push-up is a rep, one repetition, one try.
So in English, every small conversation is a rep for your confidence, even if it's messy.
You forget a word, but you finish the sentence, that's a rep.
You say it in a simpler way instead of staying silent. Another rep.
So the new rule is setback equals rep, not failure.
When something goes wrong, don't say, "I'm terrible."
Say, "Okay, that was one rep. Next one will be a little better."
And when you start thinking like that, something changes.
Yeah, because then the important question is no longer, "Why did this happen?"
It becomes, "Okay, it happened. How do I bounce back?"
Yeah, because everyone falls. The difference is mentally strong people don't stay on the floor for a long time.
Yeah, but some people fall and then start a 2-day phone scrolling marathon with snacks, always.
True. So bounce back is like a ball. You drop it, it hits the ground, and it comes back up.
And in life, it means, yes, that was a bad moment, but I recovered. Maybe not perfectly, but I moved again.
And that bad moment is the struggle.
Struggle is when something feels heavy and difficult, like pushing a big box that doesn't want to move.
Yes, and in English, it's when you know the idea in your head, but your mouth says, "No thanks."
I had this in school once. The teacher asked me a question. I understood everything, but my sentence came out broken and messy.
And you wanted to disappear?
Totally. I thought, see, I can't speak. This is not for me.
That thought is the real problem, not the mistake.
My friend told me, you understood the question. That's already good. Next time, say it simpler.
I love that.
So I made one tiny rule. After a bad moment, I do one small fix.
Yeah, think of struggle like fire. It can burn you, or it can shape you.
That shape you idea is our word forge. Fire can forge metal, make it stronger.
Your difficult English moments can forge you too, if you use them.
Right. Here's a small bounce back routine. Step 1, notice. Okay, that conversation was hard.
Step 2, learn one thing. Next time I'll use an easier sentence, or I need that word.
Step 3, do one rep. Say the better sentence later when you're calm.
Maybe you said, "Yesterday I go to the dentist."
Later, you tell yourself, yesterday I went to the dentist. You say it a few times. That's your rep.
That's it. No drama, no 3-hour study session, just one tiny bounce back.
So, struggle is normal. What makes you strong is how quickly you come back.
But there's something else that can still secretly block you.
Yeah, the little habits that quietly drain your energy, even on good days.
Yes, let's talk about energy leaks.
Imagine a water bottle with tiny holes. You keep filling it, but it's always half empty.
That's like your mental energy. You try to study, try to be strong, but some habits are quietly stealing your power.
And the funny thing is, we call these habits normal.
Yeah, like they're no big deal, but they quietly drain us. There are 3 big ones: complaining, comfort, and excuses.
Complaining is when you talk about a problem again and again, but don't change anything.
You know this one. "My English is so bad. I always forget words. I can't speak like other people." And for a second, it feels good, like, I let it out.
But it doesn't move you forward. It just makes you more tired and sad.
So let's flip it. One complaint, one action.
My listening is bad. Okay, I'll listen to 5 minutes of a podcast every day this week.
I forget words. Okay, I'll pick 3 words today and write one simple sentence with each.
Okay. Now you know this one too. When everything in you says, ugh, I don't want to do anything hard today.
Yeah, that's comfort talking. Second leak.
Comfort is like a super soft sofa whispering, stay here, don't do anything scary.
Yes, your comfort zone is the place where everything feels safe, but you don't really grow.
In English, comfort zone looks like watching only with your language subtitles, never opening your mouth, always saying, I'll practice tomorrow.
It's like wanting to learn swimming but never leaving the baby pool. You're in the water, but you're not really learning.
So we don't have to jump into the deep ocean. We just choose tiny adventures outside the comfort zone. One sentence to a friend, one English comment, one 30-second voice note.
And then there's that voice that says, I'm too busy, I'm too old, my level is too low, maybe later. You know that one, right?
That's our third leak, excuses.
Excuses are little stories we tell ourselves to avoid something scary.
We say they're fear in disguise. If something is in disguise, it's hiding under a different face. It doesn't look like fear, but it is.
Examples are, I'm too busy, I'm too old, my level is too low. They sound true, but really they're just protecting us from trying.
Honestly, I used to say, I can't record my voice. My accent isn't good enough. But honestly, I was just scared people would laugh.
Yeah, and a lot of learners do the same thing. They carry this heavy sentence inside, I'm bad at English.
And that sentence is so hard on you. Instead of saying, I'm bad at English, try, I'm still learning. That one word, still, is a small change, but it opens a big door. It says, I'm not stuck, I'm on my way.
Yeah, that feels so much kinder. Same situation, but a completely different feeling inside.
And when you talk to yourself in that kinder way, excuses lose a lot of their power.
Exactly. So now we've closed some leaks. Less complaining, less hiding in comfort, fewer excuses.
And when your energy isn't leaking all the time, you finally have something beautiful to work with.
That's when it's time for the next step. Not just try harder, but build a small system that quietly supports you every day.
Yes, a lot of people wait for big motivation, but mentally strong people build small systems.
And system here just means a tiny plan you repeat, not once, every day.
Like brushing your teeth. You don't brush for 2 hours on Sunday and then say, I'm done for the week.
Please don't.
You do a little bit every day. That's a system.
For English, a system can be very simple. It doesn't need to be perfect.
For example, after breakfast, 5 minutes listening. After lunch, 2 minutes reading. Before bed, 1 short voice note.
Notice the pattern. We connect the habit to something you already do. Breakfast, lunch, sleep.
This is sometimes called habit stacking. You stack a small new habit on top of an old one.
Yeah, I did this with voice notes. Every night, after brushing my teeth, I recorded a 30-second message in English on my phone, just talking about my day.
See, 30 seconds is so small, but it's still a rep.
And some days I was tired. Some days I didn't like my voice. But the system was teeth, record, sleep. Simple.
And that's the point. Your system should feel light, not heavy.
So maybe for you it's after making coffee, you listen to 2 minutes of this podcast. After dinner, you write 3 sentences in English.
Yes, small, repeatable, not dramatic. That's how your mental strength and your English grow quietly in the background.
But even with a good system, some days your emotions will still jump.
Yeah, your heart races, your hands sweat, your brain says, run away, especially when you have to speak.
That's where the next skill comes in.
You know that moment when someone asks you something in English and your brain just screams?
Yes. Inside you're like, no, 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 no.
That feeling is called pressure. Pressure is when you feel a strong push to perform, to be perfect, to answer fast.
And in those moments, mentally strong people don't try to be superheroes. They do one small thing. They pause.
Think of a pause button on a video. You press it, and everything stops for a moment.
For us, the pause button is one slow breath.
In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just once or twice.
And when you do that, your body sends a message to your brain. It's okay. We're not in danger. We can think.
And you can use small phrases in English to buy time, too, like, give me a second. Let me think. That's a good question.
Yes, these phrases are your little shield. They give you 2-3 extra seconds to breathe and find your words.
It's like standing in front of big waves. If you panic, the wave hits you in the face. If you pause and breathe, you can move with the wave.
Your emotions are like waves. They rise, they feel big, and then they fall again. They don't stay forever.
So next time you feel pressure when someone speaks to you in English, remember, you don't have to answer in half a second.
Yeah, take a breath. Use one of those phrases. Then answer simply. Slow English is still real English.
And even when you pause, you'll still have days where the conversation goes badly.
Yeah, there will still be mistakes, awkward moments, times you feel like that was terrible.
And that's where the next piece of mental strength comes in.
Many people think, I failed, so I am a failure.
But those are two different things. I failed is one event. I am a failure is an identity.
We don't want to connect your whole identity to one bad moment.
Instead, we can see failure as data or feedback.
Yeah, feedback is information. It's like a little message that says, this part didn't work. Try it a different way.
Think of a game. If you lose one level, the game is not over. The screen just says, try again. And maybe it shows you, you fell here.
In English, a failed conversation feels like that. You freeze, mix up words, or don't understand the reply.
Your brain wants to write a big story. I'm bad. I shouldn't speak.
But mentally strong thinking is more like, okay, that was rough. What can I learn?
Maybe you notice, I always get stuck when I talk about my job.
That's data. Now you know I need a few easy sentences about my job ready.
Or you realize, I didn't understand because they spoke too fast.
Next time, you can say, could you say that more slowly? That's also data. You learned what you need to ask for.
So the question is not, did I fail or succeed? The question becomes, what did this moment teach me?
That one question turns every bad experience into a small teacher instead of a big enemy.
And when you collect many of these small teachers, something changes inside you. You don't break so easily anymore.
Yeah, you start to feel steadier, even when life throws new problems at you.
Not perfect, just steady, like you have roots.
And that's our next idea, being that steady person even when everything around you is noisy. I like to think of it like this. The world is the ocean, and you can be either a leaf or an anchor.
Right. A leaf just goes wherever the water pushes it.
Yeah, one small wave and it's far away, no control.
An anchor, on the other hand, is heavy and calm. The water moves, the wind changes, but the anchor stays in one place.
Right. Your attitude can be that anchor. Attitude just means the way you choose to think about things.
Life will always throw little surprises, what we sometimes call curveballs. A curveball is an unexpected problem.
Yes, your meeting time changes, your internet drops, someone speaks faster than you expected.
You can't control those things, but you can control the story in your head.
Right. Instead of, why does this always happen to me?
You can think, okay, this is annoying, but I can handle one small thing at a time.
Same with English. Instead of, everyone's better than me, you can ask, what is one small step I can take today?
Maybe that step is, I'll speak one short sentence to a colleague, or I'll listen to 5 minutes without subtitles.
The storm outside is not always your choice, but your anchor inside is.
And every time you choose a calmer, kinder sentence in your head, your anchor gets a little stronger.
But there's still one big question left.
Yeah, the question we all face on those low-energy, bad-mood days.
When you wake up and think, I don't feel like doing anything today.
That's where discipline comes in.
Yes, we all love the days when we feel motivated. Music on, coffee ready, let's go.
Yeah, those days are fun.
But mentally strong people don't depend on that feeling. They know motivation comes and goes.
Discipline is different. Discipline means you still do a small action, even when you don't feel like it.
And motivation is like a spark, bright but quick. Discipline is like putting small pieces of wood on the fire every day so it keeps going.
So what can we do on bad days? We don't need a big plan. We just need a few simple tools.
Yes, first tool, the no-zero rule.
No zero means don't let the day end with zero English.
Maybe you're tired. Okay, but can you do one tiny thing?
Yeah, one sentence in English, one short message, 2 minutes listening while you wash dishes.
It can be very small, but it's not zero, and not zero keeps your habit alive.
Second tool, the 2-minute start.
When your brain says, I don't want to, you say, okay, I'll just do 2 minutes.
2 minutes of listening, 2 minutes of reading, 2 minutes of speaking alone.
What usually happens after 2 minutes, your brain is already moving. Sometimes you continue.
And if you stop after 2 minutes, it's still a win. You showed up. You practiced discipline.
Third tool, your identity sentence.
Identity means how you see yourself.
Instead of thinking, I'm lazy, you can say, I'm the kind of person who does a small bit every day.
For English, you can say, I'm the kind of person who practices English even when I'm tired.
Or, I'm the kind of person who keeps going, but gently.
When you repeat that sentence, your brain slowly starts to believe it, and your actions follow.
So, now we've talked about all the pieces, expecting setbacks, bouncing back, closing leaks, building systems, pausing, using failure as data, being an anchor, and using discipline on hard days.
In the end, it all comes back to this. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep walking, one small step at a time, with a kinder voice in your head and a little English every day.
Yeah, and today we used some really important words and phrases for that strong mind.
And I don't want them to just fly past you and disappear.
So maybe we slow down for a moment and look at a few of those words together.
Let's do a little word tour. Nothing heavy, just a quiet walk through some key words from today, so they stay in your English and in your mind.
Okay, word tour begins.
Let's take it slow. Just a few words, like we're sitting on a sofa talking quietly.
Yeah, no stress. Just let the words land. First word, setback. We use this many times.
A setback is a small step backwards. Something happens and you feel like, oh, I went back, not forward.
Like when you planned to study English, but you got sick or you had a long day at work.
That's a setback. It's not the end of the journey. It's just a little pause or step back.
And we don't make it big and dramatic. We just say, okay, that was a setback, and then we keep going.
For example, I wanted to study for 1 hour, but I had to work late. That was a setback, but I'll try again tomorrow.
Or, this bad test score is just a setback, not the end.
Second word, rep.
Rep is short for repetition. One try, one round.
In the gym, if you do 1 push-up, that's 1 rep. 10 push-ups are 10 reps.
In English, every time you speak, even if it's messy, that's a rep for your confidence.
So you don't say, I made a mistake. You can say, okay, that was a rep.
It feels lighter that way, right?
Right. For example, every time I speak English with my friend, I get 1 more rep.
Or, I did 3 reps of my introduction today. I feel more confident now. Next one, bounce back.
We said it's like a ball. You drop it, it hits the ground, and then it comes up again.
In life, when you bounce back, it means something bad happened, but you recovered.
Maybe you had a bad English conversation in the morning. In the evening, you still do one small practice. That's you bouncing back.
Not perfect, just standing up again.
For example, I was nervous in my first meeting, but I bounced back and did better in the second one.
Or, the conversation was difficult this morning, but I bounced back by recording a short voice note tonight.
Next, comfort zone.
Your comfort zone is the place where you feel safe and relaxed, but you don't grow very much.
For English, comfort zone is only watching with your language subtitles, never speaking, never trying something new.
It's like staying in the baby pool. You're in the water, but you'll never really learn to swim there.
So we don't hate the comfort zone, we just visit it less and take tiny steps outside.
For example, speaking only in my language is comfortable. It's my comfort zone.
Or, I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone by talking to people in English.
Another nice one, in disguise.
If something is in disguise, it's hiding under a different face. It looks like one thing, but it's really something else.
With excuses, fear is often in disguise.
It looks like I'm too busy or I'm too old, but under the mask, it's just fear.
Knowing that helps you be kinder to yourself. You're not lazy, you're scared, and scared can still take small steps.
For example, my excuse, I'm too busy, was actually fear in disguise.
Or sometimes laziness is just tiredness in disguise. I need rest, not guilt.
Last one for today, discipline.
Discipline is doing a small, important thing even when you don't feel like it.
Maybe you feel tired, but you still listen to English for 2 minutes. That's discipline.
Motivation is like a spark, quick and bright. Discipline is the slow, quiet fire that keeps you warm every day.
And you don't need huge discipline, just enough to say, I will do one small thing today. No zero.
That no zero idea is also a kind of discipline. Not perfect, not big, just not nothing.
For example, I was tired, but my discipline helped me listen to English for 5 minutes.
Or discipline means I practice a little every day, not only when I feel motivated.
Okay, that's our little word tour. Just a few important words walked through slowly.
You can replay this part if you want. Listen again. Maybe say the words out loud with us.
And remember, you are still learning. That's not a problem. That's the whole point.
We're proud of you for listening all the way here.
This is Anna.
And this is Jake.
And you've been listening to the English Leap podcast. Bye.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.